DLRs, hey, what's going on, Mike Boards? Welcome to Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We're working on my dad's 1987 Gravely riding mower. It's the Professional 18G with the Magnum 18 Kohler engine, and we are going to direct our attention to the throttle lever up on the front panel, and it is way too tight. Basically, it feels like we are going to break it if we don't adjust it or loosen it, and we're going to do that in this video. Let's get started. DLRs, we are on site at my parents' property, and in front of us again my dad's 1987 Gravely mower. It is the Professional 18G with the Magnum 18 Kohler engine. And again, we are going to adjust our throttle lever, not the cable, but the lever. Let's take a closer look. Making our way closer to the tractor. Coming up here is our throttle lever, and we've got our ignition and key. In our case, the front compartment does not have an engine in it. The engine's in the rear, and inside that compartment is our battery, our fuel tank, the hydraulic system and hoses, the starter relay, the ignition switch, and all of the required and appropriate electrical wiring. However, we have these little rubber securing grips we are going to carefully pull up and shift them down, and we now can raise that compartment. Making our way up top, and again starting at the very front of the compartment: battery, fuel tank, hydraulic, starter relay, hobs, ignition switch, and more. However, let's direct our attention to, again, the throttle lever, and in our case it's very stiff and hard to move. And the last thing we want to do is break it as we continue to shift it from slow or turtle or idle up to fast rabbit. Going inside here to the back side, and it could use some lubrication. However, I want to focus on this part right here. That is your throttle cable that feeds through the protective coating all the way back to your carburetor inside here, right there. However, I'm going to position the camera and we can adjust that. Camera now positioned, and I carefully shifted the transmission bar to the forward detent to give us better access or views of the inner linkage and hardware of our throttle. And I grabbed a Craftsman 1/4-inch ratchet and a 7/16 deep socket, and I'm going to shift again or ensure that the throttle is in the full down and slow turtle idle configuration or position. And I'm going to come in here carefully. You have, in our case, we have two 7/16 nuts and a threaded bolt that feeds through the entire mechanism. And I'm going to carefully go all the way onto the outer hardware or nut and break it free. That one is loose. I can now loosen it up by hand, and I'm not going to remove this nut. I'm just going to loosen it. From here, I'm going to go all the way in, and the reason I'm using a deep socket is because I want to bypass or go all the way over this outer nut and align it in a way where I can slide the socket on the inner nut. It's the same 7/16 size, and I'm now on and break that one free. And that is free. Let me show you a closer view. And coming up top, again, a closer view of the throttle lever, coming inside to the two 7/16 nuts, and the outer nut is loose, as you see. The inner nut is also loose. I can spin them both, and the inner nut is basically acting as your jam nut, and the more you loosen this counterclockwise, the less tension you have on the throttle lever. Look at that, one finger. That's very nice. And from here, just find your personal sweet spot. And what I mean by that is find the tension that you want on the jam nut and threaded stud, and then lock it in place with this outer nut. You don't want it too tight because, again, you may bend your throttle lever and damage the linkage, but you don't want it too loose to a point where you're out mowing and this just rattles on its own to idle. Not good. Or even worse, accidentally rattles from idle all the way up to fast or turtle while you are transitioning your PTO from off to on. That would cause way too much load on the PTO, and you could damage that. Not good. In addition, you can grab some lubrication, and down below in the comments and description I will have a link, and that is what I'm going to do right now. We're not going to spray with WD-40. We are going to use white lithium grease. And again, below in the comments and description will be a link on where to purchase white lithium grease. However, if you don't want to purchase that, you can actually use just a grease gun that you grease all of your grease fittings and ports. Again, that will be personal preference. And once you find your sweet spot, just carefully tighten the outer nut in place And use a wrench to come inside here and grab a hold of the back side or threaded bolt head and tighten the hardware to lock that tension in place for, again, your liking. DIYers, hey, a quick break in the action, and before we continue and move on and wrap the video up, I want to direct our attention back to the hardware. Again, in our case, my dad has that bolt that feeds through and threads into 2 nuts, and you may find it more beneficial to remove your current hardware or just that outer nut and swap it out with a nylon lock nut, and they will hold that set tension on that throttle lever a little better. And down below in the comments and description will be links on not only a couple different options of lock nuts, but also cotter pins, both the standard cotter pin as well as the R-clip. You may even be interested in that option. Let's take a look at what I'm talking about. Here we are at the first option, and again, this is a nylon lock nut, and that inner nylon ring acts as an alternative to Loctite itself. And again, you might like that. And they don't just come in this color. Let me check out black. As you see there, you might want this option. However, onto the cotter pin, and you've got the R-clips on the left-hand side and the standard cotter pin on the right. However, from here, let's head back to the tractor. Taking a step back, and I have tightened the hardware, again, to our personal liking or preference. I'm going to lower the cover and come in and lock the panel in place with the rubber grip. And again, with my pinky up and down. That is perfect for us. Taking a step back at DIYers, that is it. We hope this helps, and down below in the comment and description, we are going to have several helpful links on replacing so many parts on this tractor, from your battery, starter relay, ignition switch, adjusting the forward and reverse clutch, replacing your voltage regulator, your spark plugs, your spark plug wires and boots, your flywheel fan blade, your grass screen, in addition the seat and more. So definitely check those out. We hope you find them helpful. We will also have links on purchasing replacement parts down below. And again, DIYers, we hope this helps. From here, do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.